What's up, everybody? It's Jaisu Civil. Jaisu Civil, we in the house. We in the house. We in the house. What's up? What's up? We in the house. We in the house. Yeah. We in the house. Ow, 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 ow. 4-6. We about to get started in a minute. Y'all like that beat I got going on right there? Yeah, we're trying to get back into it, man. Trying to get back into it. This is a beat I had for, a long time. And I just got in and I said, let me. So I'm using this, I'm using a Gorilla kit. So this is the Gorilla kit with the Gorilla drums. What's up, Blatantly? Thank you so much, man. You know, I had technical difficulties with the other one. Had to restart my computer. I appreciate it. All right, so we just we in here. Get Sim City, Big World. What's up? What's up? What's up? Getting ready to let me go to my profile real quick. I think my live video pops up there on TikTok. I don't know if it even did it for TikTok. Let me go back and see. Streaming not allowed. Apply. It always does that. Everybody in the house. Yo, it's like a reunion. Yeah. La, 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 la. I know it's off. I hate that. If I could ever get it to merge and act right, I would love it. I'm just trying to set up my TikTok access. Oh, I just got approved. Said I'm finishing up these key group expansions, making the cover now so I can drop this weekend for y'all. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That short Akai video, yeah. Yo, I gotta stop the music on that one. Yo, that stuff you're doing with Sora is hilarious, yo. Hilarious. Especially when you popped out of the box on the Akai people like, where's my where's my key 37 at? That was hilariously funny. Shoot. And then blatantly getting into it, blasting up the doggone drum machines. I can't get into it because it says you gotta, for some reason it says you gotta have you have to be invited. So I don't have an invitation key. So I don't know what that's about. Let's see. No, it still didn't do it. That's weird, even though it approved me. Let me go back here and we're not switching accounts. I'm just trying to check something up in the background. Let me go back. Access was approved. Turn it off. And I'm going to turn it back on. See what it's doing now. Sending data. Yo, guys, so what's going on? What's going on with you? It's a lot of drop. Everybody, I'm over here. I'm not a jealous person. But when I see everybody with the Live 3 having fun, I'll be sitting up there like, oh, wait a minute. I just got it. Did I get an email? I think I just got an email. He just gave me an invite code. Sora. Oh, that was you. That was you. Thank you, blatantly. I appreciate it. All right. Yo, these things, this thing is dope, man. Seeing stuff everybody's doing. You know, they've been talking about the benefits and the, the detriments to AI, and which there are some benefits and there definitely are some detriments. You know, but I think we got to get on board. You can't fight it. You know, we heading into the Jetsons. So pretty soon, everybody's gonna have somebody in their house doing all the chores. His boy Elroy. I guess this is what our new world is gonna look like. Give me a second. I moved my keyboard. Pretty soon, life is gonna be just like this. Sheesh. Did I see the robot that dropped a trailer? Nah.
Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy.
I'm doing my son like Elroy.
Jane, his wife.
I guess some things never. Except I guess the robots are gonna take over after. So I don't know. But you know, it's exciting and scary times at the same time. So, but let me get back into what I came here to do. I came here to work on some stuff. Oh, it's not working. Give me a second. If it's not one technical difficulty, it's the other, boy. His boy Elroy. Figure 03. Look at that. What are we talking about here? That's the robot. It was something that I really wanted to I think I gotta pull it back up. Time magazine. Let me get in here real quick and get to the Time magazine one when the robots folding up clothes and all that stuff like that. And then it let me pause this for a second. Then it the guy in the comments was real funny. Time magazine. And the AI. Let's see, where was it at? Because that was a crazy one. Yeah. AI. There it is. Yeah. I thought this was funny, yo. You know, not funny, but exciting.
Reality. So there were occasions where I was watching the robot folding towels and loading a washer, and it's kind of clear that it can kind of do those things pretty well, but...
Yo, Alonzo, you say he folds worse than you? He said, I've been seeing, yo, that stuff with the Michael Jackson, that's been crazy. It was I saw this one channel with a dude, he had, oh, come on, why they be doing that to Martin Luther King Jr., man? This is just crazy, yo. They got him wrestling, they got him with a championship belt, they got JFK coming after people. coming after Trump. I'm like, it's just this AI thing in the Sora. It's mind-boggling.
There were times when one of the towels dropped out of the washer and it was unable to pick it up. So like, how do you get from there to your vision of general robotic overlord that can do anything you want it to?
Yeah, overlord, nice. I think the short answer is we feel like data fixes almost all this at this point. And we've seen that in almost all the demonstrations we do, where even in the early stages, we would say towel folding or like the logistics use case, like it just like wasn't that great. It made a bunch of mistakes. As we add more data, it got like faster. It made less mistakes. Still had some mistakes there, and all that is sort of like asymptotically, like basically approaching zero. It's like getting close to human levels in terms of like we can run them for like hours and hours, and it just like performs really well.
Large language models, like ChatGPT, prove that if you scale up the amount of data and computing power used to train a neural network.
Me and Lonze was just talking about it. We were saying that how you said that Will Smith told us in iRobot. That's what they said. Movies introduce a lot of things to us, and it introduces it to us early. We were getting introduced to it in the 80s too. 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Dang, I forgot what I was going to say real quick. But some of the stuff is just like crazy. I'm going to come out of this real quick and then go into the one with, let me go here. Michael Jackson AI. These videos, man, it's crazy. Look at this. I know they did not. Look at this.
Sky is open, hearts are high, we're dancing where the eagles fly. Step together, hope keeps time.
Yeah, Cybernet.
We climb. Sky is open, hearts are high, we're dancing where the eagles fly. Step.
Oh my goodness. They got him in Tupac.
Midnight neon on my leather chain, heavy like a crown. I breathe a storm in the booth and watch the city calm down. Woo! Every heartbeat in the speaker got a sparkle to it. Moonlight ride, I'm sliding through the night, no brakes, just fire. Heartbeat drums, hear the kick in the wire. Ain't nobody fly, steps so clean they.
Oh my goodness, what is the world coming to? What are they coming to? They got Prince doing all, and Michael got doing all kinds of stuff.
Can't remember the time. I can't remember the time. I keep trying to pull it up and it's just not there. I can't remember the time. I can't remember the time. Can't remember the time. I can't.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that either. Like, if you're gonna do stuff, don't. Like, I was on Facebook and I saw like so many doggone videos, and it was just crazy. But hey, it's funny they want to go here with this. So, and then that brought up a point when they said, and look how good these videos are getting. If the videos are getting this good, what's going to happen with us? Because I was ready to get on there and make a video and see about it. Look at my boy Lonze. Yeah. Talking about the S2400. Yeah. And he got that MKS rec. That's nice too. What y'all got going on, man? I said I blatantly killing it with the videos. Sim City, you back into it? Let's go. Michael Jackson is back. Yo, this is just crazy, man. Very, very wild. Anybody got? I saw Lonze. He made a vinyl of some of his favorite songs that he's made. I'm like, Lonze, man, you inspired me to get my stuff back out there and start working again and start doing some music, man. Definitely. All right, so we here with the three. I don't have the updated joint. You know what I mean? This is This is not the standalone version, and it's a little off because I'm using the Asio. See, I hate that. All right, so let's get back into this beat. So these drums are from the Gorilla kit, an old kit I made a long time ago, and I'm just working on. So I kind of missed a deadline. I was trying to submit to a Sync Money brief Said, yeah, I want to see the splice integration. I don't know. I just updated. Oh, we got people from all over. Let me make sure I got that's my Twitch, Twitter. We got everybody linking, rolling, and let me switch this up a bit. Put all up here so I can see everybody that's that's getting into this. So we got people from Twitter. Thank y'all for coming in. Let's get into it. Man, I want them to update Asio. I'm like, it's been a long time. It's been a real long time. Give me a second. You know how I'm about the ashy hands. Can't have ashy hands. Asio needs an update. Should I use FL Asio on all my stuff because regular mess up? Yeah, I like Asio too. It's just better. SimCity said, if anyone got a sax for an MPC, hook a brother up. You know the producer Obscure 8. He uses that MIDI sax where he just holds onto the MIDI part like you would like a talk box, and then he plays the sax that way. I forgot the name of the instrument, but I think that's a cool instrument. Let me go back here. You know, when you haven't done something in a while, it just feels awkward. So I don't stream as much as I used to. I was really, getting into streaming, and now it just feels awkward, But so let's get into some of this. All right. So this is a track that I made a while back. And sometimes I make so many beats behind the scenes, and I just don't do anything. I just hold on to it. But this is one of the beats that I was working on. Y'all heard it playing forever while I got myself together. What happened to my drums? I don't know what was going on right there. I gotta find real instrumentalists. So yeah, a MIDI sax, yeah. Let's see if I can find it. It's like ocular or something like that. Let me switch my screen display. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up. Let me go here. We're gonna come out of that, whatever that is. Go here and MIDI sax and wind instruments. See if I can find it. I should have said software. Software. Is it Warm or Swarm? I think it's Swarm. It's starting to come back to me. It's Swarm. Swarm Instruments. Let me go here. Me spelling it wrong. Swam. Okay, that's it. Swam. Not swarm, but swam. Okay. There we go. Let's check it out. So sometimes when you hear people doing those saxophones and things of that nature, they're actually using this. We don't do all that. We don't do all those cookies. Let's see. Solo instruments. Home. Yep, this is it. So what's for dinner for the B-Day? Oh man, wife took me out. We actually went to her, her favorite spot. She went to Applebee's. I had a great food. It was just me and my daughter and her, and we had a great time. My other daughter's there at college, so I'm trying to find this is it. I think this is it. So yeah, you can get like different strings. Sheesh. But there's the saxophone. I was trying to see if they had any videos. Yeah, so Obscure 8 produced like samples for Conductor Williams. So he produced a couple samples and he used this. Like I'll do this. Gadget, the homie Gadget interview with him. He said nothing wrong. My wife got me this nice blanket, said man of God. It just had a lot of scriptures on it. I really loved that. I told her I'm gonna hang it up because that was dope. My daughter's away of college, so they just, they did like a montage and things of that nature for me. Then my youngest daughter, she got me like this nice leather bag where you can I could use it as like to put my soap and my deodorant, my rags and stuff like that in there, or I could use it as a camera bag and carry the camera. Man, it's a nice little bag. I like it. So I was happy. I'm not a big birthday person. I'm not like one of those guys that want to or people that want to be celebrated all year or all day long or anything like that or all month. But you know what? Let me do that. I'm gonna find Obscure 8. Let me move this over here. I'll get back into the beats in a minute. I'm probably not going to find it like that because and I put 2 C's in producer. Really? There he is right there. So this is Obscure 8. He's worked with Conductor Williams. Let's check on this one right here. So he produces like sample packs and things of that nature. Blatantly say that's fire. Corey, what's up, Corey Quills? $50 is, yeah, man. Thank you again, yo. I appreciate it. I wish I had that Live 3 like everybody, though. I see y'all loving that Live 3. I'm trying to see if he's gonna get to where he uses Swam, excuse me. But I've been knowing this guy for a long time, early Facebook, the mid 2010s to 2019s, you know what I mean? Trying to see. I'm just trying to get to see if he's gonna use it. y'all see how they be making the sample packs? He said, fly on the wall, admiring the work. Reason. Yep. Reason for the win. Definitely. Oh, nobody can doubt Reason. If you saw, oh man, what's my producer from the West Coast when he was on the Tomorrow Network? Worked with Dr. Dre. Oh my goodness. Getting older and being so forgetful is irritating. Oh my goodness. I cannot remember the producer name, but he did the Akon 50 Cent joint, and he used Reason. I'm trying to see it. That's it. Digital Hustle Films. Let's see, is it still up? Maybe if I put Obscure 8 interview. Let's see if Gadget didn't take it down. I don't think he did, though. Nope. Look at the crazy, goofy stuff we get. But yeah, no, this is one of the great, he said, and using the rack and my other DAWs, they have the sounds. Let me go to his channel. And can you believe this guy producer for all these people and he only got 800 some views making all these sample packs? This is Instagram, and I think his page comes up here too. Yeah, his store. Here's his store. He used to, when he started out, he would do like dollar samples, and then he would do like $5 samples. So he really like came up. So then, you know, after the $5 samples, then it became $10. So he did pretty good. You know what I mean? With what he was doing. This is one he did, a searching for the best Akai MPC X in 2000 workflow. Let's check this one out real quick.
In this video, I'm gonna dive into my setup and workflow when it comes to using the MPC X and the 2000 XL. I'm gonna show how I routed everything, how the MIDI is set up, and how I walk through the sequences and some of the pros and cons with the setup. And then eventually, I'm gonna show how I imported it into the DAW and show you and walk through something I cooked up recently. So let's get into it. All right, so we have the MPC X, we got the 2000 XL. Everything is routed to a Behringer mixer. I like the summing in the Behringer mixer. I would suggest getting a large format. I have a larger format, but the power supply was messed up on that. So dusted this thing off, pulled it out, routed everything to it, and then out of the Behringer, it's going into, I had it routed into a Zulu, the Zulu tape simulator. But I've been experimenting with routing it to the tape simulator and then straight to the interface. That's pretty much the setup. One thing about it is the flexibility with the summing mixer, and the sound quality is pretty good. Like, you can really get away with it, especially if you have a high pass filter, low pass filter. You can mix straight from the summing mixer or from the mixer and use the summing from an analog mixer. I love the sound of analog summing, so that's one thing to consider. But in this case, everything is eventually going into the DAW. I'm using Reason. I like the automation. I love mixing in Reason. But the sound quality of analog summing is still my preference. I just love the flexibility of the DAW. So let's dive into something I cooked up recently using the MPC X and the 2000 XL and how I kind of merged the two sounds. All right, so the first step was chopping the sample. This sample came out of the Boogeyman 80 pack. It's called Reflections. I'm gonna just hop right into the final product. I chopped it up, reversed some of the samples, just trying to get a vibe, trying to get a feel of where I wanted to go with it. So I'm gonna play how I chopped
samples.
it up by itself. And on that actual channel, I put the air filter on there, filter some of that low end out, put the cutoff frequency at 200 hertz, just so I can leave space for the bass later. So after I laid the sample chop down, I got some drums from the Boogeyman 80 bonus drum folder and created a kit. So with that kit, I did a simple drum cadence. So I'm gonna play that with the sample chop together. So with that, I actually took the way I used the MPC 2000 XL in this case. I was playing around with using the sequence from the 2000 XL. And there's two ways I do it. I use the sequence. I either do a sequence in the 2000 XL, control it with MIDI from the MPC X, and then have the sequence playing at the same time the X is playing. But in this case, the triggering on the 2000 XL, this is one of the cons about older machines, is the pad sensors need to be replaced. So I was getting some double triggers and some unwanted triggers of other samples within the pad bank. So I decided to resample through the 2000 XL, kind of using it as an effects and tone unit, and then sampling the drum samples into the DAW in this example, so I could have more control over the sequence, and I didn't get those double triggers. So I'm gonna show you real quick how I sampled into the 2000 XL. I took the raw drum triggers. After I sampled them, I trimmed each drum sample, got it to where I wanted it to be, and then just played it off of the 2000 XL. So after I sampled everything in, I just manually triggered each drum sample into the DAW. I could have done the program on the 2000 XL, but like I said, I was getting some triggering issues that were giving me a headache, so I just went straight into the DAW with it so I could manipulate it more. All right, so after I got the drum sitting right, I decided to add some ear candy, some sound effects. So I created a sound effects kit within the MPC X using the same Boogeyman 80 pack.
I gotta say, I like how he creates his samples to go back and use them. Like, that's what I just did. You know, I sat there, and you know, sometimes you don't be thinking your stuff is good enough, but I'm done with that. And I was just, cause that's where I made these drums. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me use my drums. Shoot. So that's what, man. Y'all create y'all kits, man. Y'all use y'all stuff.
So after that, I created a sequence around the drums and the sample chop I already had. So I'm gonna play that. So after that, I took some vocal dialogue from the same pack, chopped it up. Will be all in the best evidence. Will be redirect you to recent events. Created a sequence with that as well. So here's everything with the vocal dialogue chopped up, blended with the drums and the sound effects.
What's up? This world needs a hero. Welcome to the stream.
All right, let's break down the bass sample. It's a one shot coming from the same pack. It's really just one note. The original bass line was filtered out, and then I actually created a key group in here, but ended up using Reason to.
For all y'all with the you say you used the Gorilla Kit on the your last. I'm gonna go back and check it out on the MKS Rec 1. I'm gonna go check it out. My other question is, how is like making key groups and stuff like that with the Live 3? Do you have to make key group? Are you still able to make key groups like you used to, or there's no need?
Trigger that bass sound. And it's really just this F note. Same sound. This bass coming from the pack. It's called Underworld, I think. Yeah, Underworld. So in this version, you're gonna hear the bass filtered out. But in the final mix, you'll end up hearing the bass, and I'm gonna play that.
Okay. I just couldn't. I can't see myself getting rid of my Live and my X. Yo, I just got my X last year. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, now, I heard people say, yeah, you should get rid of your X, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, I just can't do it. I gotta wait and save up money, And plus, it's stuff I don't want to get into, but it's a lot. It's a lot when it's a lot. So I'm not gonna say I'm jelly, but I'll be a little jelly watching. I watched so many Live 3 videos that I got tired of watching Live 3 videos. I'm burnt out now. You know what I mean? But I got to give it to the what is it, the synth guy or the mentalist, the synth specialist or what? Yo, his video, he be making full songs inside that joint, and I'm like, that's dope. And shout out to everybody that got it, and for everybody that's working on it. Let me get back to my track. And let me finish working on this joint. I gotta be honest with you. The way this 3 is, I don't see no point of making a X. But they may do it just so they can appease the studio heads. So they got everybody there because they took stuff from the they took stuff from the Force. You know what I mean? They definitely took some stuff from the Force. Like even, being able to have some of that MPE support. Having some MPE, they just Ableton's been trying to keep things down, but I still like this. This is still dope. And the thing that I like about Ableton is that Ableton thinks about the future. Like I still got I could connect my push 2, and there's subtle differences, but I think that the way of them keeping the X alive as well as the the Live 2 is just those pads and having the ability to do those extra things with the pads is just so I said, but it looked like they tried to take this and they tried to take this and they tried to take the Force and they tried to put it all in one box. So that was cool. Let me see who else is in here because I'm on TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. TikTok, Twitch. So give me 1 second so I can get my bearings because I don't stream like I used to. Let's see here. Shout out to Flex. Robust Weatherman, first time chatter. He said best views on streamboo.com. I don't know. I got to check that out some other time. Let's see what else. The world needs a hero. Thank y'all for coming in. Beast Ball said Clips is a stepchild on the MPC versus the Force. I was scratching my head. To me, you know what it is? It's just like, let's see if I can get it here. Right here. So that's basically is this. So when I hit play, I can arrange my song. It's the same exact thing. I was like, yo, I know Ableton got to be like, we let them doggone Akai people. And then you can go here. And it's going to add more instruments. And we're going to wait for this one to come. So you can arrange your song. Let me go back here and fix. Shout out to None. It's on Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. Let me tell you where my big mistake was. I was afraid to do, like I always would start the expansion and I would never finish it, which is a full power on my part. You know, sometimes I just be second guessing myself too much. So blatantly do it, put it out. It says right, but it doesn't program the same as the Force. Oh, so the Force is still a little different. So that's not like you can arrange like this, the arranger. And I know the biggest complaint is I don't know the standalone joint. I don't know if the standalone joint is doing this. So it's making a XPM file. So all y'all, yeah, that was the hardest thing I was trying to find out. He said the Live 3 is the tool my workflow was looking for. I think the buttons are perfect for getting around the Live 3. That was This World Needs a Hero. Blatantly says, I'm dropping when it's done for y'all. It's making the XPM file, so all y'all have to do is drag and drop. Yeah. And then it was the previews. Like I had to go back and watch old videos to learn how to do like the previews and stuff of that nature so that you can have demos. I'm trying to be like my guys. I'm like, I messed up. I said I probably could have been a part of MSX audio if I hadn't messed up. They probably hear this like it's like, man, what you talking about? But anyway, so let me get back into this. Go back here. I want it to swing more. It's not swinging. And the new so let me show you something right here. If I come here, not my layout. You said Akai and Ableton worked together on the push too. So the /push and jam took from each other. Yup. All those designers, same folks. You're right. Blatantly said, yeah, this won't have demos. This is my beta test. Previews I'll work on. I got you. I'm trying to give it a little more swing. The one thing I wish, like I know you can swing more now. I still have to learn about that. But I wish that you could had like 1/64 and 1/28, instead of them just having, oh, you can't see what I'm talking about. Give me a second. All right, here we go. So when you're working in Ableton, I wish this grid right here, I don't even know if this works anymore. Nope, that's gone. All right. So it's 132, and I would love it to be like 1/16th or something like that so that you can swing more. But there are ways to work around now because you can use expressive chords and things of that nature. All right, so I'm gonna double this. All right, so I double dilute. Boom. I'm gonna double it again. Boom. Oh, you're not get. Oh, you know why? I'm sorry, y'all. I muted it so that it wouldn't bleed into the other track. Here we go. Let me see what everybody else is saying. Shout out to everybody on TikTok that joined. Appreciate that. Eugene Thrash, RJA and RVA. All right. This might be a little too hard. All right. But one thing I do want to do is I want to do this. Grab this and this. Now I want to bring the music down some. So it'd be more like hip hop. Trying to make the drums crank a little more. Thanks, Lonze. I need a counter melody and this always happens. places it. There we go. All right, so this right here was a free instrument years ago from Steinberg, and it's got lo-fi piano on there, tape file. So I had to re-download it. Thanks, bro. You know that's where I'm going with it. I was doing a lot of lo-fi at one point, just keeping it to myself. I think Cabin in the Woods is the one I won. Thanks, This World Needs a Hero. Let me see what all the other comments got on it. Shout out to Jamie Mumford, Jose Nava, Official, I can't pronounce it, NYRP Chan, Goro, RW. I think it's Cabinet. Thanks, Corey. Might be cassette deck. Let me do this. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I think that's another thing that 50, becoming 50, and then, you know, D'Angelo passing away. And I was like, man, don't sit on all this stuff. And I thought about it and I said, stop sitting on your music. You could be making all this money. I gotta get back into, that's right, R.I.P. D'Angelo. I gotta get back into my rapping, my harmonizing. Oh, I wish I had somebody that could play guitar. I hear you, Lanze. That's it's like I can't sit on this stuff anymore, man. I just want someone to give me some wahs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And let me show y'all something else that I'm trying to do more too. Let's go to my addictive keys for a sec, just for a sec. All right. 1 2 1 2. We back. We back. Oh, what I was trying to say is I realized that so oh, what I was trying to say was I'm trying to learn that the roots of neo soul, not neo soul, but New Jack Swing, the Gap Band. Aaron Hall sounds like Charlie Wilson. Most of them singers sound like Charlie Wilson that did the their vocal stylings. And then if you listen to some of the songs, just like Dave Grohl from Nirvana said, they use that drum, that that's just like in that was in a lot of Gap Band music. So I went like listening to a whole bunch of Gap Band, and I was like, yo, this is like the early beginning, or they're like the grandfathers of neo soul. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to learn my keys again. A lot of it is practice. I should have been a good key player by now. All the tutorials I have. So, and I'll just show you some of the tutorials I got that I have not sat down to learn yet. Let me go to Teachable. See, this takes a minute. But just to show you real quick, because me and Lonze talked about it at the beginning of the year, and we said we looked at a lot of people that got chosen to perform at NAMM, and we looked at their skill sets and things of that nature, and we were like, we got to learn how to play keys. We got to learn how to, take it to the next level. So You know, not just enough to make a beat, but a little more. So let me get in here. I wonder why it stopped playing. Maybe I got too much stuff up. Isn't it that? I think I'm at a CPU overload because this joint has just stopped. Yeah. That's the only thing. I'm still working with an i5. And like when I tell a lot of people, they be like, an i5? You doing all this on the i5? I'm like, yep. On an i5. Looks like we jammed up. I gotta shut some stuff down. Y'all saw where I got my start streaming from. Whew. We glitching. We gotta get rid of this some of the stuff we got going on. Ooh, don't want to show y'all that. Or that. Yep, still jammed up. Let me... That's what it is. Let me get rid of this. That might have more functionality. No. I think it's done. Oh, we back. Back on, but it's nothing. Oh, technical difficulties. Well, it's not as bad as it was over the summer. Over the summer, I couldn't do anything. What's up, DC? How you doing, man? You got me at the everything just stopped. I think I'm gonna have to shut it down. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna shut this down. I'll bring it back up. I didn't even save. Let me see if I can save what I got. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Ugh. So I gotta build this out. So I'm gonna build this out into like a intro and all that stuff like that, and see where it goes from that. I hear you, DC. I appreciate that. Let's see if it'll play now. Nope. I think it was the Asio. Gary, what's going on, man? How you doing? Sometimes you gotta, that CPU just be killing. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, y'all, give me some likes on the stream, man. I need let me check out some of the comments. So we done talked about AI. We done talked about music. We done talked about a lot of things. Y'all, get into that. Yo, let me tell you what really has stopped me at one point. I was disheartened by listening to all the nonsense and, like no money in music, streaming, messing everything up. But I was like, you know what? I love music, man. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Yep. Like it's about to say, we're done. We're done. I guarantee you the CPU is going crazy. Let's take a look. Not taskbar, I meant task manager. Was trying to get familiar with the MPK Mini. Oh, you got it? Good. Good. You like it? Oh no. See? Look at that. CPU cranking. Sheesh. That's where this cyber stuff comes into play. Why is Grammarly running? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go right here, and I'm gonna change this around. Who did I wanna check out? Let's go do this, and I'm gonna look at one of my favorite producers. Beats in bed. Yo, what's up, man? How you feeling? I'm trying. Am I look at this one or this one? Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. Beats in bed. I know. It's like everybody's up in here. Let me see who's on TikTok and Twitch. Thank you for the people that jumped on from TikTok. Oh, let me get some sound up in this joint. Maybe that's the issue. That is the problem.
Man, right here, this is where we get at. This is what we do.
Woo!
Come on, man, get this smoke, box.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Definitely, bro. Can't wait for you to come back, yo. You said the Transport controls are dope on the MPK Mini. I gotta go this year, man. I gotta go this year. I want to see everybody. Who knows? They may drop an X. Woo. Man, Battlecat is the man. You know I'm gonna go up here. Here's shoot. I just like how he talks in music. You know what I mean? He'd be like, he'd be talking. He was like, yeah, you know, the beat was like, yeah, man, I gotta go this year. Bring the X2 on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The X2. I want that. I hope they make it look nice. You know what I mean? What they doing here? Oh. Woo! Yes. All right, so I done talked about. Oh, yeah, you told me. Oh, you said there's a price drop on the OnePlus? Look at that digi design. Hope they don't try to hit us in the head on it. I know. I'm like, if the 3 Live 3 is $16.99, just imagine what the X is gonna be like. I know. I know. Probably will be about 2,600. Yeah. There's a hating producer out there that be hating on people who be trying to make beats like Battlecat, but they're not trying to make beats like Battlecat. It's just their influence. I'm like, this dude just gotta stop hating, man. Say UJam has 10 plugins for $49. See, that's how I'm trying to get. I can play anything that. Woo! I like when him and Terrace Martin were playing together. If you know music, you know that bass line. You're probably right, Gary. That X2 would probably be 3,000. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah. Woo. You're right. 3K will be too much. Woo! Yes. Let me see what the people saying on TikTok. Woo! Got that Motif 8. Yes.
Now you hearing the shit, you know, I put on the trademark for the East Side.
He said, did you see the video with Battlecat, DJ Quick, and Fit? Yes. Yup. When they were all in a room together? Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. That was... Yo, you want to know one of my favorite songs by him? Is You Gets No Love by Faith Evans. I was like, yo, when that came out, I was going crazy. This is who he that shall not be named think he... I don't know, man, because when he came out with that other track with that artist recently that had like over 3 million views, that one was hot, yo. Yep, so we did Focus on my channel. We did Young RJ, who was down with Slum Village. We also did Kev Brown. We did Black Milk, you know. So we're going to do some more people and then making beats and putting them on the channels and people that inspire us. Like people forget about this guy. You know, like you got Kev Brown, but people forget about Jaisu. Oh, like this right here. Which one is this one? Oh, my man did the Faraway joint. Man, when them London guys was killing that MPC. Let me check this out. I gotta go back to another Battlecat. Oh man. Even I was watching like. Yes, I did do Night Wonder's Rhythm Roulette. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta stop it for a minute. He said BR Gunner. That's right. Yo, Black Milk is the man. Like, people don't... Man, I just wish he got his respect. Y'all see that recent Rhythm Roulette? My goodness. Yo, and then somebody's comment in the bottom was, they said, why is it when these guys go in these big studios, they said it's like they don't be making hits. You know what I mean? Oh man, it's crazy. I was watching that bewildered. I was bewildered. Yes. That BNYX Rhythm Roulette. Woo. That one was not good. All right, let me get into this. So this is going back to the MPC 2000, MPC 2000 XL, where you hear all of the ticking and stuff like that. So this was this man. We were so inspired by this back in the day. I got the Lewiston beat battles. I even got the DVD where they talk about Illmind and S1 and 14 KT and a whole bunch of different producers. So straight MPC. Say you had to stop watching. Yo, I was skipping through it. I was like, what is this? I was like, let me do one. Let me do a rhythm one.
Put it together like
So all I'm saying is, if you like Kev Brown, you had to have liked these guys too, because these guys, they were doing it up over there in the UK with that Dilla sound. You can't catch nobody rocking the Rockets now. The Rockets used to be the thing. Everybody wanted a pair of Rockets. It says, it's a lot, yo. The idea, then taken to the infinite space of a full 129 track, full outboard gear, patch bay, and freedom. Sessions take as long as imagination can stretch and still more. He said, yo, definitely remember Boondock. Definitely. He says, I'm going back pre-Marley Marl, Larry Smith. Yo, don't bring up Larry Smith, man. Larry Smith is the freaking man. You know what I mean? Larry Smith is the man. I wish they had some videos of him making beats for Run DMC, for the Fat Boys, for my group, One Love, Houdini. Yo, his stuff is just amazing, yo. Larry Smith was all that. Beats and Bear says, this is making me miss carrying around that brick of a whip. I know. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, and Nicolay from not Little Brother, but with Fonte and the crew. I want to get an XL. I had the 2000. Woo! Yo, do you see how big that drive is? He said, I still have back pain. Yo, I had the 4000 and I was carrying the 4000 around. It was kids in the church. I was making beats for them and they would be performing and stuff like that. He said, how RZA appropriated one in his backpack. LOL. I don't know. I don't know how he carried that in the movie. How he carried that I heard he had a keyboard. He said, you don't miss carrying crates. What's up, Sean? But look, yeah, I don't know how good y'all can see, but that's a huge jazz drive that he has. I still have one sitting around somewhere in one of a box, a jazz drive. Man, how technology has advanced. It went from floppies to jazz drives to CDs to now we on SSD cards and stuff like that. Yet the 4000 was crazy. Imagine carrying around your Motif. I had a Motif 8, 88 key Motif, carrying that thing around like it was crazy. I would put that thing in the car and just go places. He said, the 2K XL is nice, but I went with the 2K because I like the sound a little bit better. The SCSI joints. Them SCSI drives, oh my goodness. Yo, we have advanced so much. But you want to know what's crazy? It's like the technology went away from SCSI, but then they went back to SCSI. He says you had to have some. Say you had to have Schwarzenegger on. You did, yo. Because, yes, carrying around a Triton was like carrying around a Motif. Because the Motif was big, huge, man. Oh, my goodness. And I used to, I like would carry, my guys, we would make beats. So I would go over to their house and make beats over there. And then take it to studios and stuff like that. Yes. I hate it when I get a scratch or, you know, my guys would get on me because they were like, you clean it too much. And I'm like, nah, I'm sorry. They was like, you're gonna scratch all the paint off because you clean it too much. I was like, no. So yeah, SCSIs, oh my goodness. But then the tech world, they brought SCSIs back. So in a lot of data centers, like in the storage sands, they have a lot, they use SCSI a lot. Daisy chaining devices. I think still uses the Motif. Eric Sermon. Motif was actually heavier than the Triton. Yo, the Motif was heavy. Heavy. Gary Smith says, my 2 terabyte SSD. Yeah, I know. I got 250, I don't have it with me, it's in my MP, but I have a 256 SD card. 256 gigabytes on an SD card. Come on, man. It's crazy. Let me get back to the beats. Let's how that drum snaps. Woo! So let me. Oh, and my favorite, man, I caused ruckus with this video right here. Pete Rock. Future. Music. I had people on Facebook wanting to beat me up. This video right here. Because this is the father. People, we get it from him. It did. The drums did slap in the, he said my cuz had the 88 fully weighted MIDI dead board. I think from Roland had a big one too. People forget about Cruisewell. Them bass lines used to come from them Cruisewell keyboards. Church people. Woo!
And then I did this.
Woo!
Yo, check this out. This is Pete Rock. I'm chilling, watching Future Music Magazine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing people how I get down with the MPC. Show you little things. You know what I mean? I chop the record.
Just
like,
let you know. Look at the
like
fuzziness on this video.
How I do it is, you know, like sometimes I'll start out with the beat first. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll
when everybody started lazy chopping, yo, lazy chopping. I'll show it in a minute. The keyboards. lazy chopping. And everybody for like 12 years was lazy chopping. And I did the video EB Da Boot. I got a hot beat, man. Yo, people were getting on like for 6 years. I wasn't getting no inspiration. The people like, oh, what kind of man are you? What kind of man are you to be talking about people making beats? I was like, yo, get out of here and give us some more inspiration. But anyway.
Come in, spit on it, like, you know, on some vocals or
Nope,
whatever.
I never had the MV88. I saw it though.
The music around what he had.
I worked at Guitar Center for a while, and the guy came in and demoed it. The same guy that, you know, was with the RZA and talked to the RZA and stuff like that before he got it. I did want one, that MV88. I never had the JJOS. I never had a 1000. You know what I mean? I never had a 500. I never had a 500. I never had the 500. It just looked like a toy to me. I looked at the Zoom. You know, the dudes had the Zoom. I did have an SP-202, but I gave it back. I didn't know how to use it at the time. I had a Dr. something, not a Dr. Rhythm. It was something. The SP-202 went with something, and Guitar Center tried to sell me that. And I was like, I wanted the 2000 because I saw it on Mac 10's CD cover. Let's see, 2000 on Mac 10. Let's see, which he was like in front of the MPC. I don't know what they were thinking with that, man. Oh, do you remember when Numark bought Akai? I probably shouldn't say this. We were mad. We were angry when Numark bought Akai. We were like, come on, man. Let me put MPC. On the Mac 10 album cover. But it was in the Source. It was in the Source magazine. And he had his hands on the MPC 2000. And I was like, I want that. I said, I'm going to make beats like, that's it. It was like the Boss or something like that. My guy had a Dr. Rhythm and a Boss. And he would make dope beats with his keyboards and stuff like that. He said the MV8K is one of the most underrated drum machines of all time. Yo, that screen, man, it was ahead of its time because it had its own screen and you could save CDs in it. He said, my guy Antics. Oh, and for real, he swore by it, the MV88, or the 500. Beats and Bear says, I'll never get rid. No, man, that's a classic. It was one guy on here, I forgot his name. He always used his MV8800. Yo, people need to give this Roger Lynn some credit. He created, I listened to his documentary on how he created the Lynn drum, the LM1, and how he created the MPC 60, how he created it. And to all them people who be like, oh, analog, it's a freaking computer. Let me see what somebody else is saying. He said, I can't get the workflow Jermaine Dupri used to make me so jealous using the MV88. Is that the no, that was a keyboard he was talking about. He bought and then it stopped working. He said, I think my expansion is finished. I just made a beat with these key groups. The XPN file works in the MPC software. Time to create the name of it. Definitely. Oh man, that MPC 500, yo. That's one MPC I was like, MPC 500. I was like, and I tried. trying not to laugh at it, yo, because there's some people that love the 500, and I don't want to feel like I'm putting people down, because I'm not. Because wherever you get your start, get your start. Corey said, I'm finna go in with my old scratch magazines tonight. Yo, one guy mad. I threw all my Source and Scratch magazines in the trash one day. You know, turned my life over to God. And I was like, dude, yo, this joint right here. I was like, and what made me laugh is that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pads instead of the 16. It's the pads, yo. He said, looks like a pager. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Oh, Lord. There's some people, they were cranking out some beats on it. I was like, but I couldn't. I was like, yo, one of them Numarks. There you go right there. That's right. But I'm going to tell you, it was hard for people to get into the 5,000. It was hard because you got that Numark Black. Well, you got that Numark Black, and they didn't like a lot of people, they had to grow into the 2,500. You know what I mean? Like you said, a calculator, man. It's just, but there's been some other stuff. So Dr. Rhythms. Ooh. Dr. Rhythm drummer. There you go. Dr. Rhythm. That's what my guy had. He was making them beats on a Dr. Rhythm. Yo, I remember back in the day, I walked into this guy's studio. He had all these rack keyboards, and he had a Dr. Rhythm. And I was like, when this guy turns this music on, this is going to be phenomenal. And you know it was straight trash. Straight trash. Me and my guy looked at each other like, what? I was like, my guy got, he got all the stuff. It's like, but oh my goodness. Dr. Rhythm, he said, the Boss, the Boss DR6660. It was like a companion piece. You had the Dr. Rhythm and you had to have another piece that went together. They got this up here with no power cord. Man, get out of here. How you gonna, shoot. Woo. I'm sorry. I gotta go back. Is it right here? No. There it is. Right there. Woo! Look at that. Jesus. What did you start with, Lonze? The Boss DR660? Those. Don't say the 500. He said you had an EMU MP. What I really started with was 2 tape decks. I had 2 tape decks. You couldn't afford it. So whenever you heard something on the radio or you had a tape, you do the 2 tape decks. Oh, man. Sheesh. I said it's funny that a lot of people have that same story. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with the 550 was tight. My man made some hot beats. I was like, yo, can I hold your beats and all that stuff like that? It does. 12 pads looks old modem. Yeah, like an answering machine or something like that. Let me see. You see here. Lonze, you still got your 550? I hear you, bro. He did. Oh, what's up? Yo, let me see if I can find it. You know you've done something when you got a device that changes how you spell a word. Every time I type machine, I have to control putting an S in machine. when I'm speaking about a machine. So I'll be writing MASCHINE instead of machina, instead of machine. But this was the Zoom. Oh my goodness. These guys got ripped for this. And this started with the RZA. This was the first iteration. Then they came out with the one that the RZA was on. Whew. Let me see what the people are saying. 2 tape decks, that's right. Play, record, pause, wait for life. You're right. Yep. Shoot. Oh, the one that started it all. Let's see if they got one. They don't got the brown joint on there. Man, these guys were ruling, man. Sheesh. Kai was in the dust. That's it, the beat thing. So it started out as the Zoom, and then it went to the beat thing or beat thing, something like that. Beat thing. Let me see. There it is. Beat thing. No. See if we got it. No. Somebody got it. That's it right there. That's it right there. $25 for the beat thing. That ain't no beat thing. That's like an ASR. That's an ASR X. They don't even know what they talking about. All right. Somebody's selling a sound pack. Yamaha QI. I wouldn't know about that one though. Remember we used to want the rack mount joints? You got the 2000s. Boy. Let me see if I can get this back up. Yeah, this was fun. You said a Yamaha QI. Let me see what that look like. Yamaha QI. I got a couple of them. You know what I used to want to? When I was in guitar, I worked at Guitar Center like 8 or 9 months. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of I think it was the Korg virus. See if they got that. That joint right there. Just Blaze. He said, man, lusted over these tools forever. PC base, MK1, found my lady in the one. We so in love. I hear you, man. I hear you. I used to want a virus bad, boy. Just Blaze was killing the virus, bro. Yeah. Ladies and oh no, there ain't no ladies on here. Let me see. I saw one lady. They go right there. Joyce. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. My PC couldn't take it, but I will. I gotta go back and then make a beat. Finish that beat. Talking about making a beat. That's another one, man. I wanted a Niko so bad. That's what that 37 looks like. That 37 looks like a Niko. It's like soon as one producer get his name behind something, the technology just goes bad. Yo, let's look it up. Timbo. Niko. It's gotta be here. Timberland. I'm gonna look here. Open Labs. Remember these videos back in the day? Those dudes was killing the beats on this thing. It was ahead of its time. There it is, boy. Yo, look at Dilio. Look at that. You said check out Zulu.
Hello, it's Marshall. Thank you very much for tuning into the show.
Let's see what he got here. I'm just going
to take a look at the first one.
Yep.
Did I miss the click? I must have not clicked on it correctly. Let's try that again. There we go.
Y'all know how much that would cost if they made that today? Yeah, it had Pro Tools in it. Man, this thing was a beast. Teddy Riley had it. I think this was the Timberland edition. This was it had its own keyboard in it. All of your controls right there. Man. I wanted that like I had a said my second beat on the Live 12. Okay, cool. That was the joint.
This definitely was a lot slower to load versus the SSD. But yeah, here it is.
I think if they had stayed with it, you said you can't see. Oh, y'all looking at me. Let me go back. There we go. There it is. Look at that.
Let's pick a sound.
This is 2022, so this guy refurbished this thing.
Not too bad. Let's see what this is.
Are you talking about carrying around a brick? This is a brick right here.
So cool. And let's check the transport controls here. Oh yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound that awesome, but not too shabby. So I think these things, you know, they always bragged about how many presets, at least in the videos I had seen when they'd go to like NAMM or, you know, Sonic State would cover this. It's got like 10 million presets. I mean, it literally can have as many as your hard drive can hold. So, I mean, but it comes.
Yeah. Well, it was good talking with everybody. And, you know, back on. Yeah, that's like a Fairlight. But I can tell you that's one thing I like about Arturia. Arturia gives you all these sounds, you know what I mean? Let me pull something up real quick. Where's my Arturia? Arturia. What if Akai made one this big? I don't know. I think people would get it. But they got to make it future proof. It can't be nothing that in 7 years that they could redo. You know what I mean? That would be what I don't have anything. Please close any program that may be using. Okay. So we got one up. So Arturia got an update. So like, look at all the. I don't even have the latest Arturia. I went from 4 to 7 to 8. So I didn't have 9, and I don't have the latest one. But look at all the stuff Arturia gives you. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of VSTs. I got pigments. I don't even be using some of this stuff. I bought pigments. I haven't learned how to use pigments yet. Tape Mellify, Tape J. What's going on here? Oh, this new stuff. Where's the effects? It's like you got all these different effects. All this. Here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to say it's a point that will let you go to all the different effects, but update patchworks. All these different products. And when you go into the, yeah, with that screen, now that's a screen. Yeah. But, like I tell you, I got a lot of software on this computer. But, yeah. But you know what? I think we're going to end it right here and end on a high note. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your night. This is in the Arturia app. You can program on the fly from the iPad. I got to get an iPad. The iPad I got is old. So if I can get me an updated iPad. And I bought a freaking 8 gigabyte doggone Mac. Can't do nothing with that Mac but play music. I'm gonna give it to my daughter so she can use it for her schoolwork and stuff like that. But everybody, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with me for the short period of time. I gotta go walk these dogs and get ready. Probably make some more beats. I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but this was great. This was fun. All the gang came. We all hung out. Everybody, y'all have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.